Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 2019 U.S. Amateur Championships. Tonight, the top 3 amateur women and men is determined by this week's competition will compete for the title of the 2019 U.S. Amateur Champion and also win a spot on Team USA. Before we get started, we have a few dignitaries in the crowd that we would like to recognize. He's a former Team USA member and the Executive Director of USBC, Chad Murphy. From Logo Infusion, Ken and Kathy Keegan. Logo Infusion is the official jersey provider of Team USA. We would also like to recognize and thank the staff here at the Gold Coast Bowling Center. Director of Bowling for Boyd Properties, Mike Kaufman. General Manager of Gold Coast Bowling Center, Luis Jimenez. Without them and without these individuals, this event does not happen. Also, thank you to Rick Cruz and Rick Barbera from Brunswick, who made sure all of the scoring ran smoothly this week for us. And USBC Gold Level partner Kegel for providing us with the lane machines, and Herman Glenn for his service this week. Now let's meet our competitors. First for the women. Your number 3 seed from Elburn, Illinois, Mabel Cummins. She will face the number 2 seed in the first match. Please welcome from Aurora, Illinois, Julia Bond. The winner of our first match will move on to face our number 1 seed for the U.S. Amateur title. Please welcome from Clover, South Carolina, Breanna Clemmer. Now let's meet our competitors on the men's side. Your number 3 seed hails from Beverly Hills, California. Please welcome Solomon Salama. He will face our number 2 seed from Palmdale, California, Wesley Lowe. The winner of this semifinal match will move on to face our number 1 seed. Please welcome from Winter Haven, Florida, John Janawicz. All right, we're going to get our athletes started here with a little bit of warm-up. And as our athletes prepare for their semifinal match, let's examine the format for tonight's championships. Each semifinal would consist of a 1-game match, with the winner moving on to face the number 1 seed. For each match, the higher seed has the choice of lane pattern to be chosen from the patterns used for the competition this week. Whoops, turn that down. For the women's semifinal, Julia has chosen the Athens pattern, which is a 41-foot pattern that was used on day 4 of this week's competition. On the men's side, Wesley has chosen the Melbourne pattern, a 36-foot pattern used on day 1 of this week's competition. The higher seed also has lane choice and starting position, so we'll find that out shortly. Right now, yeah, we got to get a little excited here. Anybody want some giveaways? Some Team USA? All righty, this is Brant. You just get loud. He's got some things he wants to hear from you. Oh, come on, you can do better than that. Let's hear you. You know, while they're practicing, show them some support.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2019 U.S. Amateur Championships here on Bowl TV. 5 days of competition, 30 games, 5 different patterns. Team trials champions have been determined. We'll talk about that in just a second. My name is Emil Williams Jr. and pleased to be joined right here by 2017 U.S. Amateur Champion on the men's side, Matt Russo. Matt, how are you today?
I'm doing better than I expected. Today was a little rough morning, but I hope tonight goes well, and I'm excited to see these matches go on and call them with you.
You have a lot of experience, of course, in this event. Talk to me about what it takes to kind of, calm the nerves, get through the first couple of frames, and kind of develop that rhythm, which obviously that's what the players are hoping for here too.
I think the hardest part is being the higher seed because you pick the pattern. And when you pick the pattern, you're trying to play towards your strengths. So I know when I picked the long pattern, my first in 2017, I didn't know that Steve bowled really well. So I was hoping that, I had an advantage. And I just, had to calm down a little bit and made sure I got the first shots online, especially on a pattern. They're not easy out there. So I definitely calmed the nerves and went out there and was fortunate enough to come out on top. And then last year was a whole nother, different feeling because I was defending and there wasn't added pressure, but I just felt like, I had to be a little more on top of it because I was bowling Cortez and, he bowled great all week. So I'm very fortunate to have been in that match twice already in the last couple of years. And now I get to watch and see how it goes. But it's definitely really important for Salomon, who's so young, to get out there and calm his nerves and, just play his game. And Wesley's been, in all these situations before, so it should be a fun time tonight.
It'll be Julia Bond versus Mabel Cummins in the women's semifinal. That is Mabel Cummins. Well, crosses over and gets a break. And Solomon Salama versus Wesley Lowe. The 2 seed here, Wesley. The 2 seed in the women's semifinal is Julia Bond. And a 4-7 left by Salomon Salama, 2-time U15 junior gold champion, won it back-to-back years. In 2016 and 17, of course, the infamous 299 game on TV for Salomon, but handled himself well.
Salomon told me this week he's up to 15 pounds now. So that 299 on TV was with 14. He hit like a 15-pound ball. So he's up to 15 pounds now. He bowled great all week, and let's see if he can capitalize on his success.
First offering from Bond, that's a good one.
Mabel actually bowled a really big game to get here. She was like 12 points in the standings back, and she bowled 260, I believe, on this brutal Beijing pattern tonight. So she's got a little momentum, and Julia's been bowling great, so it should be fun matches.
266 from Mabel Cummins to, again, as you mentioned, jump into this step ladder here. Wesley Lowe, again, the number 2 seed, the higher seed, chose the pattern.
That's really
good. The
good.
semifinals will be contested on. Oh! An early break there for Wesley. He chose day one's pattern, the 36-foot of what is now we know as Melbourne. As Bond delivers, that is high. She leaves a 6'10". She chose the 41-foot Athens pattern, which was contested during day 4. Interesting note, Breanna Clemmer, who was the number 1 seed on the women's side, also chose the 41-foot Athens pattern.
If Julia makes it past this match, it'll be very interesting to see her compete against Bree on picking the same pattern. Do we know what JJ picked?
JJ picked the 39-foot day 5 pattern, which is today.
I called that from the beginning. I said to myself, if JJ makes the step ladder, he is going to fit today's pattern. I bowled with him this morning, and he had the best look by a bunch of pins on the fresh, and on the left side, they weren't too nice on the fresh. So definitely playing to his advantage today as we watch Wesley make that sit spin.
Congratulations to the official Team USA Trials champions, John Janawicz and Kelly Kulick. They will represent the United States at the Kulick AMF World Cup later this year.
Have we ever had somebody win the amateur and the team trials in the same year?
I don't believe so. Not since the return.
It's a nice shot by Solomon. Looks like he moved his feet a couple to the right and didn't get it so far to the left early. For everybody watching, Solomon is throwing a black hammer, and Wesley has chosen the trusty old purple hammer on the men's side. And for the women, Mabel is using an ebonite verdict, and Julia is using a storm physics.
Nice insight on the equipment from Mr. Russo. 2-pin left there for Mabel Cummins.
See if Solomon makes an adjustment on this lane. It looks like the left lane hooks a little bit more. Yep.
Oh.
Do that one a little harder, and 10-pin there for Solomon.
Watch Mabel Cummins spare shot, and then you know, Matt, you obviously with a lot of experience and very similar to our male semifinalists, two-handed lefties. And your experience, especially on this pattern this week, you know, what did you see and kind of how are you expecting these two individuals, both lefties, to kind of combat this pattern? It's only one game, but, you know, minor adjustments could mean major dividends.
Yeah, I think it's for Solomon. I think he's need to just make sure that he gets it to the left early enough to where it picks up, and I think Wesley just has to make sure he doesn't overthrow it. A lot of times he'll get over amped up and he'll throw it a little too hard. But I think that Wesley chose the right pattern. It plays a little bit more to his strengths because you have to be a little straighter. But after watching Solomon bowl this week, his role is something very different for the left side of the lane. So it does do some crazy things off the pattern in terms of when it hits the pocket. So be an interesting match as we watch Wesley get his third delivery on this right lane. That's just too hard.
10-pin there for Wes. For Julia Bond, this is her third consecutive appearance in the U.S. Amateur Championships. One in 2017. You guys share a masking unit there.
Yes, we do.
And finished second last year to Jordan Richard.
Jordan bowled incredible last year. I mean, I felt bad for Julia that she had to lose to 290, but when somebody's got it, there's no stopping them, and that's what happened. But yeah, Julia's consistent every year, and she gets her way up there. So I believe this will be her last year as an amateur bowling this event, as she's going to go out on tour after she finishes school here.
All right, Julia finishing up the final days as a student at Nebraska. All right, now she trails Mabel Cummins by 10.
That was a good shot. Looks like she moved a little bit straighter on that left lane. It's here in the Gold Coast, the lanes are so different everywhere you go, and it's important to make sure that you stay on top of the moves and stay ahead of it, especially in this one-game match. I mean, you know, an open frame either way, and you could win or lose. So
Lowe, good shot, high flush.
Knew that one.
Big shot there, fourth frame, and a one-pin match. Now back over to Cummins.
I don't know if I've ever seen a girl her age throw it like that. She has got the ability to beat the men.
I was going to say, what do you mean? Expand on that a little bit.
I think she's got the ability to beat the men in terms of rev rate, and when she's on, she's locked in, and she can strike, and I think that's an advantage to her. She reminds me of a young Jordan Richard.
Spare game. It was interesting to watch. For those of you who watched the final game of the women's squad, Mabel was inside, in between fourth, fifth arrow, and just 10 back, 10 back, 10 back, 10 back. Impressive to watch, and certainly obviously to give herself a chance. If she wins, she will earn a spot on Team USA.
Might be the youngest, if I'm not mistaken, for the girls. Solomon made a move there and didn't get it so far to the left, and with Wesley being a little straighter, his ball just didn't see it the right way, so doesn't want to fall behind too quick, but Mabel there. 3-6-10 for Mabel. See if she can spare it up. Close match still. Julia's got 69, potentially 79 or 89 in the fourth frame, and Mabel's got 85. So staying close, making her spares. As you watch Solomon here.
And these are one-game matches, and just like that, a mistake there from the young Salama.
I was in that position. I actually missed a 9-pin in the fifth frame against my opponent. Luckily enough to come back and throw the nets 4, but looks like Wesley ain't gonna miss the pocket anytime soon here. So let's see if he can get back on track on this right lane.
Opportunity here for Wesley Lowe. Wichita State shocker from Palmdale, California originally.
That was a good shot. Good shot. See if Julia can get the 10 out on this lane. What's in? Yeah, good shot.
Big
Great
double.
shot.
Big double for Bond.
Every year that they bowl this event, this match is, you never see somebody who is not talented or somebody who's not got it, which is one of the nice things about this event is it really shows who's got the test. It's a test of mental ability and figuring out the lanes, but these matches are so neck and neck every year, and it just comes down to exciting bowling and great shots.
The first 3-bagger of either of the matches here.
That was in. Yeah, she got that one up the lane a little bit.
Final day of competition at Team USA Trials. 5 consecutive days, really 6 if you include the practice session.
Wesley likes this left lane here. And I think Solomon likes the right lane, so it'll be a test to see who figures the other lane out first.
And the first mistake in our women's semifinal as Bond chops a 3-6-10. So advantage Cummins on 41 and 42. Oh.
Tough break for Solomon there. Good shot when he needed it.
I'll say hello to all watching. And don't forget, we will have the announcements of the Team USA and Junior Team USA selections following the conclusion of our Stepladder finals. Good shot there from Cummins. The women's final will be on 43 and 44. The men's final will be on 47 and 48. So at the conclusion of these respective matches, we'll take a quick break. We'll maneuver some cameras, plug some other things in, and get back to bowling.
I remember my first year the matches used to be one after another. And then last year they did simultaneously just to speed it up a little bit so not everybody's here till later on as we watch Mabel deliver a shot in the 7th here.
Oh.
Trips a 4-pin for a double.
It's a huge break.
Here goes Solomon on the left lane. Solomon made a ball change to the purple hammer.
Best shot of the match for him. Let's see how Bond will respond after the Cummins double.
Tough spot here for Julia. Down by at least 10 pins here, and knowing you need to hit the pocket at least. Unlucky break. Good shot.
I was gonna say, I don't think the 1-3 will be the issue for Bond. Can she get the carry? Let that open. Come back to haunt. Here is Wesley Lowe. 10 back. First double of the men's semifinal goes to Wesley Lowe.
Nice spare for Julia. Keeps her in it still. Mabel has a match of 255, and Julia has a match of 224. Actually watch Wesley here on lane 45. Looking for the first triple of the match. 8th frame.
Again, Wesley Lowe chose the 36-foot day one pattern, which was Melbourne. He liked it.
Yeah, good shot. Tough to beat. Tough to beat that right there, Emil.
Now to Julia, again, 41-foot. Day 4, Athens. She chose it. Got a hook.
Great
Came
shot.
back.
Still looks calm. No worries. Just getting up there, doing her thing. That's what you got to do in this match. Kind of do your own thing here as we watch Solomon get up on lane 46. Can he double? Solomon.
Wow.
Just made a ball change on the left lane, and I think he should have stuck with the black hammer on the right lane and moved his feet 1 or 2 back to the left. I don't think it was the bowling ball. I think he should have stayed with the black hammer. Now back over to Mabel here, 8th frame, looking for a 3-bagger. Great shot.
I tell you, she's just fun to watch bowl. I was talking to Aaron before, and when she shot 266, she's just someone you can just watch bowl and appreciate it.
No comments needed, just getting up there and tossing it out there, watching her compete.
All right, 136 in the 8th for Salomon. He's going to need a lot of help here from Wesley Lowe. Cummins out potentially looking for a dagger.
We got that one in a little bit. Made a move. Oh, almost got the carry there. Tough match for Solomon here. Making good shots. Go back over to Julia here. 9th frame, needs a double. It's a big shot right here. Keep the pressure on Mabel. Great shot. Great shot.
You can ask for a better shot in that situation. Well, Wesley Lowe can get up.
Strike here, all but over for Wesley. Ooh. Great shot.
Big 10th frame here for Julia Bond.
Julia definitely needs this one here. This one here is one at a time, but this one's big. Yeah, she got that one in. She knew it. Spare for Wesley. Looks like Wesley's going to move on to face #1 seed and team trials champion John Janawicz. And Mabel Cummins is going to move on to face already Team USA member Breanna Clemmer.
Breanna earned her spot by finishing in the top 4.
All of these bowlers here in these semifinals have had great college careers or are going to have college careers. Great college careers for Solomon and Mabel, and Wesley and Julia had exceptional careers themselves.
No harm done for Wesley Lowe. Over 1,600 viewers watching. Appreciate you tuning in, folks. Please hit the like button.
Yeah, it is 10:30, almost 10:30 back home. We're past 10:30 back home on the East Coast. So thanks for everybody tuning in to watch the final matches here at the 2019 Team USA
Right.
trials.
Not 18 though.
18, no, 2019.
Wesley Lowe finishes with 204. Again, he will face John Janawicz, JJ, now a 9-time member of Team USA.
Double J, as we call him back home, as we watch Mabel get up here. Great week for Solomon.
He impressed.
Yeah, 16 years old, adult Team USA, third in the amateur.
Just turned 16.
Just
in
turned
December.
16. So can't ask for a better week for Solomon. I know he'd love to win. Obviously, everybody would, but can't ask for a better week for Solomon. And Mabel's bowling great this week as well. Junior Team USA, I believe she made junior team this week, and have a chance to make the women's team. Shots like that.
Absolutely.
And she's going to bowl in the same pattern. I think it's going to take a lot more than 220 for Breanna to win.
Yeah, how interesting is that as Salomon gets a hand clap from the crowd. How interesting is that she will indeed bowl in the same pattern because Breanna chose the same pattern that Julia Bond did. So, I mean, obviously we're going to a different pair. There are some differences, of course, but she's got to be feeling confident, of course.
Yeah, I think Bree's going to play him close to the same that Mabel is. I think Julia was a little straighter, so it gave Mabel a touch more room to the right. But I think that if Mabel finds it early, she's going to get practice. I think it's going to be a really good net-to-net match, and I think Wesley versus JJ on a tough pattern is going to be even better.
All right, 204, 173.
Our semifinals are complete.
And 252 to 198. We will take a quick break, move some cameras, and we will welcome in Kelly Kulick. Matthew, I appreciate you tuning in.
Thank you very much, Emil.
Good week this week, and
Thank you.
I know you'll be waiting as well.
I will be waiting, and hopefully my name is called, and catch the rest of the action.
All right, we'll be back in a moment, folks. Don't go anywhere. This is Bowl TV.
Yeah, because Breanna has 3 people she wants down here. So you guys are fine there if I can get one more chair in here. That's okay, right? I think we can get one more.
All right, that didn't take that long. All right, we should be good to go. Our final matches are ready. It'll be number 1 seed Breanna Clemmer versus number 3 seed Mabel Cummins. On the men's side, it'll be John Janawicz, the number 1 seed, versus Wesley Lowe, the number 2 seed. Again, from an oil pattern perspective, the number 1 seed, John Janawicz, chose today's pattern, which was the 39-foot pattern. As we mentioned before, Breanna Clemmer, same pattern that Julia Bond chose, and that was the 41-foot day 4 Athens pattern. I'd love to welcome in the 2019, well, 2 things. 2019 Team USA Trials champion on the women's side, and recently elected as of today, 2019 USBC Hall of Famer Kelly Kulick.
It was a big Monday.
Wasn't it?
January 7th. I'll always remember this date in history. Yeah. Hello, fans. Thanks for tuning in. We are live at Team USA Trials Finals. Wesley Lowe against John Janawicz.
Wesley Lowe will start. Of course, JJ, the number 1 seed, had the option to choose. Wesley Lowe, he gave the nod to, and now over to Breanna Clemmer. First time we will see Breanna. National champion at McKendree. First team All-American player of the year. And first shot there goes Brooklyn. Any jitters or nerves, you think?
No, I don't think so. Breanna's a junior in college. She has a lot of experience at McKendree University. Head coach Shannon O'Keefe, of course. She's just coming off the Youth World Championships where they won a team event in Detroit. And watching her pace or bold these last 2 days, she took the leaderboard yesterday, and I was second, and she was ahead of me by 120 pins on this pattern. So she's very comfortable. And she was clutch all day today. The joke between most of the ladies, even though she's bowling on a different pattern right now, was that we didn't know what bowling center she was bowling in because it didn't seem like the same one we were.
Shot 298 actually on this pair, 43 and 44. I believe it was yesterday, which is one of the reasons I'm sure why she chose the day 4 Athens pattern, as Janawicz leaves a 7-pin in his first offering. There is Mabel Cummins. She got her junior gold title as well. And the U15, so talented. What's impressed me about her, Kelly, seems to be her demeanor and how she approaches things.
Yeah, she is 16 years old with the maturity level of a 25 to 30-year-old. Very disciplined, very good in school, education, signed her intent letter with Villanova. I mean, she sees her path ahead of her and what she wants to do, and bowling's part of that. Both the maturity level, both girls, is very impressive. What's more impressive is that the amateur title is going to somebody that's going to be 21 years of age or younger.
How about that?
And the talent pool is just, the deep end is amazing. Comes up light there, leaves a 2-pin.
I remember Cummins just bowled on this very same pattern over on 41 and 42. So very familiar. Janawicz chose the 36-foot, or excuse me, the 39-foot pattern from today. Good shot for JJ.
This, it's called the Beijing pattern, but I want to call it the Satan pattern. It was devilish in its ways with some of the leaves and spares and splits. There was no intended place to play on the lane. Because it's a medium pattern, multiple angles can be used to attack it, and gentlemen used urethane playing right, then the guys used surface playing in. Girls tried to play to the right and break it down and chase it. 9 was good on this. Wesley Lowe on the left side, I think because he's using urethane and with a heavy rev rate, he's able to stay on top of it, and he's just going to really try to control the 1-2 pocket.
Right, here's Clemmer's second frame.
Ooh, high through the face. Could have been the 3-6-10, leaves the 6-7-10. Very similar shape to what I saw her bowling earlier. But again, time will tell. Only in frame number 2, so a long way to go.
Lowe looking for the first double here.
rolls the 3-9 for Wesley Lowe.
He has the greatest facial expressions after.
Oh, him and JJ too. Do you know when they came out with the commercial for the credit card priceless? Both of them could have made commercials for that credit card company.
Oh, shoot it.
Ooh. JJ, they have confirmed, I guess, that you announced this earlier, he was the oldest to win the amateur championships or lead it overall, so that's pretty cool. They're asking me if I was the oldest. I think by far I could be. The only one would be eligible or close enough would be Liz on the women's side, but just goes to show you with age comes wisdom and experience and knowledge and a good fashion sense.
Well, I think it's safe to say that, and I'll get into it in a minute after Breanna Clemmer's shot.
It's got a good shot.
All right, that'll help
Wrinkles the pocket.
Indeed. 10-pin attempt for JJ. Many have said, someone commented to me yesterday, and they said, wow, you know, I've been watching Kelly for a long time, but I noticed, you know, that the Players Championship this year, she just really seemed to kind of turn it on. And I'm like, yeah, she looked pretty good. And since that point, it seems like you've been you, and I know you being you, wanting to win certainly was on your mind this week.
Absolutely, I appreciate the compliment from not only you but also the fans out there. Ended the season on a high note, 2 second-place finishes on the PWA Tour. Coming into here and just having the goal of never being able to bowl the World Cup, and that was one of the things I've always wanted to do for Team USA and represent my country. I've actually took time to train for this event, and it definitely paid off. So being consistent overall over the past few days really helped to lead this event. And I'm privileged to say I watched JJ. JJ and I, we were at Kegel Training Center. I worked at the Kegel Storm Clinic over the holidays, and that was an elite time to practice and work, and we both practiced together and ironically found ourselves in this #1 position. So really excited. But now watching Mabel over here on the left lane, 41 feet. It's funny, the surface here at Gold Coast is really high friction. So even though the amount of oil may seem high to some out there, really hooked in the front soon. I found the high scores came not in the first 3 games, but really in the last 3 when the lanes had some friction to them and broke down. There was something to throw it to a track area, and that's when all the high scores really started to come.
Open frame for Mabel Cummins in the 4th. Meanwhile, Wesley Lowe, he could step up in the 4th and 5th and really put some pressure here on JJ. First one, didn't like it. And he's left with a 2-pin. Good break there for Wesley.
Wesley was also on the junior boys team when they bowled in Detroit, and I have to compliment him on his physical game. He was a little inconsistent of where he was starting the ball in the beginning, and his setup and his push away. Even though he's two-handed, he still had a slight movement forward. His elbow would really hitch up high, and he seems to really stabilize his upper body a little bit more, has a little bit more finesse with his hand at the bottom of the swing, and instead of projecting the ball into the lane, he's projecting it onto the lane through the ball really, really well for the two-handed style. Definitely cleaned up his physical game. I think what's so unique about these individuals or the game of bowling itself is even from 15 to 35 or 45, we're constantly working on our games, trying to tweak them and make them better.
After opening in the 2nd, Clemmer with a chance for a 3-bagger and clips a 4-9.
Her physical game is the best I've ever seen it. So much success at McKendree in her first 2 years and now a junior. She worked with Junior Team USA this past year and really just solid at the foul line.
Nearly at 3-7-9 for Lowe. Or all of a sudden, Mabel Cummins put the striking shoes on here.
Oh, it looks out the window. And it shimmies back.
How about that?
Look at that. 41 feet. You think the break points around board 11, 10, 11. The tracer, see most of the women were able to use just right of that around 8, 9. So I really worked back to front this week looking at the tracer at board 10. Seems to be the controllable place on the lane. We talk about learning conditions and how we work. Read the lanes back to front instead of left to right or right to left for whatever dominant hand you are. But here, if you can control the indicator or tracer down at 43 feet where it starts, that was really where you were consistently hitting the pocket and leaving makeable spares.
Tough one here, 2-7 for Cummins. Trying to keep pace here with Clemmer, who, again, after the open has dropped 3. Here's Janawicz, Winter Haven, Florida. All known from the Kegel Training Center. Does a great job, obviously, also as a lane man. You see him everywhere, both on and off the lanes, and now Cummins with the open here in the 6th.
Both conditions playing very challenging. Ironically enough, I think JJ and Wesley are standing in the same place for their first ball attempt. But JJ leaves the 1-2, easily converts. With this pattern Beijing, even though there's not a defined spot in the lane to play, you need to find one thing. You need to find hook or hold. So JJ is deep enough to where he feels like he can fade it back or push it back and create a little bit more left to right or in to out and just have it face up in front of the 1-3. Breanna Clemmer and them are bowling on the 41-foot pattern. So even though it's longer, the volume's a little bit lighter. She's able, again, to push it to that tracer. Very firm with her ball speed. She has a little bit higher tilt, so she twirls a little bit more of her hand. Creates more freer push down the lane. And both ladies really just looking to try to control that 1-3. You know, a 190 to 220 game is really good on either condition.
Again, John Janawicz won team trials here this week. They got a chance to double it up.
3-6 leave. This will definitely come down to the 10th frame. And it's good that he picked this. He bowled on it all day this morning, the 6 games. A little different transition because there's only 2 of them on the pair compared to the 5 bowlers that were on during this last qualifying round. Breanna Clemmer with a fist pump right there. JJ is a smart player. You know, even though his knowledge about the lane conditions, he's just an overall USBC also Hall of Famer. Great physical game. And again, a smart player, knows bowling balls, talks about engines and cores, covers and surfaces. Truly a student of the game.
And always has been, of course, one of the premier amateurs across the sport. One who did not go on tour, and anyone who I've ever spoke with said, had he, more than likely would be in the Hall of Fame status in the PBA as well. Well, 4-7 for Cummins in the 7th frame. Here is Wesley Lowe. High flush. Still a close match here.
Interesting, you had a few left-handers making on the men's side. But until the selections are made, I don't think any left-handers made on the women's side. Again, high friction center. The professional and amateurs will be coming back here for the Masters, I believe, in March to compete for that Covenant USBC Masters title.
Indeed, it will be.
Put out this pattern and we'll see what happens.
Up 12, looking to go more. Wesley Lowe, lane 47. That is high. 2-pin.
Really some good breaks. If you can catch some good breaks and leave a single pin spare on this. Makeable spares, even some of the makeable spares were challenging enough. A little bit deeper on the left lane, Mabel moved in. She got 15-8 on the right lane. There she jumped in a little bit on the left lane. Looks like the left lane took you more, 17 to about 9-10. But Breanna Clemmer on a 5-bagger, looking to extend it to a 6-pack here in the 8th frame. It's a good shot.
6 in a row for Breanna Clemmer.
So Mabel can strike out for a possible 202. Breanna just gets a good count here right now. She will be your winner.
Wow, big zone change here.
He went deeper, JJ, John Janawicz.
How about that? What a move.
He really is good about seeing the lanes, manipulating ball reaction.
Got a run in at 6 for Clemmer.
Yeah, she just needs to get some wood here and just show up in the 10th frame, keep it on the lane, stay behind the foul line, and she will be your champion. JJ looking for the double.
Big shot coming up. Janawicz. Bang!
First time she's able to put some pressure on Wesley. It's unique to JJ, as he's referred to. You know, he starts above the second row dots, so it's not like he's generating a lot of power with his legs, even though he's tall in his stature. Very strong physically. Don't let his petite body size fool you. He's very much in the gym, athletically working out. His timing is so good that his power step really propels him into that slide and gives him the power he needs. Wesley answers on the right lane though, and that's where he's going to finish in the 10th frame. JJ will finish first, so he has a possible chance of 237 for Wesley Lowe. Meanwhile, Mabel on the right lane. Seems like she's gotten comfortable. Catches the double. She can strike out for 202. Meanwhile, Wesley, if he wants to add a little more pressure on JJ, he's got to catch another double right here. 237, 235, I believe, for JJ max overall.
.247 for Wesley Lowe.
Most of the patterns we bowled on all week long, the other 4 days out of the 5, there was always some forgivens. You could either miss a little bit outside and the ball would come back. You could miss a little inward, the ball would push and hold, or shim as they say. This pattern had no leanway in any direction.
Gotta have it. Hard way.
So 217, Wesley Lowe can strike out for JJ. A little help right here if he catches the first strike here in the 9th frame, gives him the 3-bagger.
Spare in the 10th for Mabel. That one is mathematically over. Breanna Clemmer is your 2019 U.S. Amateur Champion, but much to be decided here on 47 and 48. Janawicz made a move on the left lane. Same move on the right.
Oh, that's going to need some
got
help.
Peeled. This is the head pin right. 1, 2, 4.
So 162. So spare here gives him down by 5. Depending on what he does in the 10th frame will determine obviously what Wesley has to do. The pressure will be on him.
Nice round of applause for Mabel Cummins. Great week. She will finish the runner-up. Spare made for Janawicz.
So 212 or 217. Anything less than a double, Wesley would just have to stay clean in the 10th frame with a mark with a spare.
Clemmer, 10th frame. Bowled excellent this week.
Junior at McKendree will walk away with a Covenant title. Unbelievable. The talent pool, as I said, the youngsters. These young women and young men, these young kids, they are kids.
10th frame, JJ. Nearly disaster.
The ball was on line. The path to the pocket was direct. It was just a little bit soft off his hand.
Spare made. Strike will give it 220. AJ Spears here. Best he can do is shoot 200 even.
200 even for Wesley. That would mean he would just need a good count in the 10th. 196, so 7 count, I believe. No, excuse me. 177 as I'm looking at the score from I might need glasses, folks, so bear with me as I try to calculate the score from a distance.
A shot for Breanna Clemmer.
Wesley Lowe would still need a mark. I'm a little slow sometimes, Emil. I apologize out there.
It's okay.
I'm waiting for food. Long day on the lanes.
You won. The emotion going on right now with Breanna Clemmer and some of her coaching staff at McKendree. Right now, the moment is set.
Wesley still needs a spare.
Wesley Lowe finished second overall to John Janawicz in the standings. Has a chance to defeat him in the U.S. Amateur Championship. Earned a spot on the adult team for the first time in his young career. 5-time Junior Team USA member. Now to the adult team. Mark and Lowe is your United States Amateur Champion of 2019. Oh!
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Stone 9-pin trip from behind.
Oh.
The crowd behind me is standing on their feet. Wow.
2 pins to make it official. Enjoy it, Wesley Lowe. How about that?
That's amazing.
That's right, Juice. Team no 9-pin. We've been saying it all week. 8s and 9s. Wesley Lowe defeats John Janawicz 216 to 198 to win the 2019 U.S. Amateur Championship.
Congratulations to Breanna Clemmer and Wesley Lowe, the 2019 U.S. Amateur Champions.
Wow. Congratulations to everybody.
How about a nice round of applause for Mabel Cummins and John Janawicz?
Congrats to Mabel Cummins, John Janawicz. Great weeks, of course. John is the Team USA Trials champion. He will be going to the World Cup with you.
Looking forward to that experience. Yes, I'm sure we'll have a great time.
Also want to make a quick note, of course, because John Janawicz, Wesley Lowe, and Salomon Salama all finished in the top 4 in the overall standings. Of course, there was no Team USA spot to award for the winner, so that spot would go to the 5th place finisher in the overall standings, which is Darren Tang. So earning automatics was John Janawicz, Wesley Lowe, Nick Pate, and Salomon Salama.
That is correct, yes.
On the men's side, and on the women's side, of course, Kelly Kulick, Breanna Clemmer, Julia Bond was 3rd, and Sydney Brummett finished 4th to earn the automatic on the women's side.
Yes.
And so much to be determined, folks.
Yeah, please tune in as they'll announce the Team 2019 Junior Team USA and Adult Team USA based on performance here at the Gold Coast Casino and as resumes as well. It's a big year for the women. We have the Pan American Games, the Women's World Championships, as well as the World Cup, so exciting times ahead.
All right, Kelly. Well, I know that you will be honored soon.
Thank you, Emil, for this opportunity to reach
So-
out to everybody and be back on the other side of the camera again.
Appreciate you stopping by. And again, congratulations on not only winning the trials this week, but your pending induction into the United States Bowling Congress Hall of Fame. Always a pleasure.
I appreciate it.
That is Kelly Kulick, folks. We'll take a small break, get set up again, and then we'll have the selection and the announcements for you on the way. You're watching the U.S. Amateur Championship and Team USA Selection Show on Bowl TV.
I just want to make. I just didn't want to be in the way of the. All right. Okay. All right, well, welcome back. Before we crown our champions, we would like to thank the members of the National Selection Committee for their hard work and dedication this week. Yes. Please welcome Team USA head coach Rod Ross. Junior Team USA head coach Brian O'Keefe. Six-time Team USA member and USBC Hall of Famer Tennille Milligan. Now it's my pleasure to welcome back the Executive Director of USBC, Chad Murphy. All right, are we ready to crown champions? Yes. All right, let's go. The 2019 U.S. Amateur Women's Champion from Clover, South Carolina, Breanna Clemmer. The 2019 U.S. Amateur Men's Champion from Palmdale, California, Wesley Lowe. Okay, the 2019 Team USA Trials champions have earned the honor to represent the United States at the World Cup. The 2019 Team USA Trials Women's Champion from Union, New Jersey, Kelly Kulick. Your 2019 Team USA Trials Men's Champion from Winter Haven, Florida, John Janawicz. Congratulations to them. And I'd like to reintroduce you to Junior Team USA head coach Brian O'Keefe.
All right, good people, just a reminder of what you're watching.
All set?
2019 Team USA.
All right, we'll start with our
Selection
girls
show.
team. Qualifying through their performance at the 2018 Junior Gold Championships,
Junior team announcements.
Adele Warner. Caitlin Eder. Addison Hersberg. Julia Huron. Cameron Peters. And although she's not here with us this week, also qualifying through the 2018 Junior Gold, Olivia Farwell. Okay. I guess she's here. Joining them based on ranking points this week, we have Mabel Cummins. Caitlin Johnson. Taylor Davis. That's okay. Kayla Hicks.
Again, folks, Junior Team USA being announced here. First through those who earned their spot via Junior Gold, and those who now have earned their spots via ranking points here. Top 4 youth, age eligible, received automatic bids onto Junior Team USA.
And now the National Selection Committee has selected the following athletes to join the team. Destiny Truly. Caroline Thieser.
The emotion, folks. The emotion. The emotion.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, your 2019 Junior Team USA girls team.
All right, 2019 Junior Team USA girls.
All right, now it's time to meet the boys team. Qualifying through their performance at the 2018 Junior Gold Championships, Anthony Nyer. Jacob Mullen.
I like how Jacob Mullen came prepared. Uh-oh. 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 Oh. Oh, Jacob.
Just of him. Ryan Burton. Justin O'Shaughnessy.
Justin Principal Oshak Hennessy. My man.
Cortez Shank. Oh. Oh. He had to go home. Okay, that's right. He said he had class tomorrow. So, and Chad Stevens. I don't. Chad is not here as well. So. Yep. Yeah. Give them a round of applause, both of them. Maybe that's all right. Joining them based on their ranking points this week are Solomon Salama.
I had to do some, they didn't even go up to, come on, Solomon.
Nathan Stubler.
Go down to the last game for Nate Stubler, put himself in position. And he got it done.
Sean Wilcox.
Sean Wilcox opened some eyes this week. Interesting note about Sean, he is a professional, but is eligible for Junior Team USA because he is age eligible per World Bowling rules. He was 20 as of January 1st. I think he's going to, maybe someone told me he was going to maybe Oklahoma, maybe? I could be wrong on that, but definitely going to bowl some events soon.
Thomas McNeil.
Everybody in the chat, you guys let me know how the audio is. Just doing a random check, make sure all is well.
And now the National Selection Committee has selected the following athletes to join the team. Adam Zimmerman.
Adam Zimmerman selected to Junior Team USA. Makes it back-to-back years for Thanks, everybody. Back-to-back years for Mr. Zimmerman. Michael. Come on, okay. Adam, no trouble with the jacket.
And Tom Hankey.
A lot of emotion just poured out from Tom Hankey. I'm not sure if those are his parents in the back with him. Sorry, son, you need a new jacket, Tom. You need a new jacket. I gotta feel this. It's just the excitement level. We just needed a few extra seconds on the zip up, and all will be well. I'd be excited too, honestly. I'm excited for him.
All right, let's get the rest of the team up there with Tom. Your 2019 Junior Team USA Boys Team.
Of course, Tom Hankey and Adam Zimmerman, and Jacob Mullen for that matter. 3 players on the Weber International men's squad on Junior Team USA. Pretty impressive. Nate Stubler over at St. Ambrose. Let's see who else we got up there. I don't know if anyone else is in college. Maybe Tommy McNeil. Pretty sure Tommy McNeil.
Tonight it's my honor to introduce you to Team USA head coach, Rod Ross. All righty, now it's time for your 2019 Team USA. We'll start with the women's team. Kelly Kulick.
Thanks, Lucas.
Breanna Clemmer. Julia Bond.
Julia Bond, 3 consecutive years now on Team USA. Jacket might be a little big for Julia. Must be that jacket size thing Mike was talking about.
Sydney Brummett.
Kathy just named were automatic selections, or excuse me, earned automatic spots, I beg your pardon. Kelly Kulick, again, your team trials champion. Breanna Clemmer was second overall in ranking points. Julia Bond was third. And Sydney Brummett earned the final, or fourth and final, automatic spot.
The National Selection Committee has also selected the following ladies to Team USA 2019 based on their submitted resumes.
Resume picks.
Danielle McEwen.
Danielle McEwen.
Danielle is not with us today.
For the World Bowling Tour.
Shannon O'Keefe.
Shannon O'Keefe, PWBA Player of the Year. Shannon's just going to just wear 2 jackets. Oh, okay. Okay, Shannon. Moment of truth for many. That's just where smiles
Stephanie Johnson.
go to sadness quickly. It's just part of the business.
Liz Culkin.
It's Colton.
Shannon Pluhowski. Joining them based on their performance this week are Josie Barnes.
When I do the team picture.
Mike, that is 19 consecutive years for Pluhowski. 19 in a row.
Jordan Richard. and Missy Parkin.
So you just got to do the team picture, and then after the team picture.
She was. All right, let's get our whole ladies team right up here with Missy. Yep, give him, yeah, come on, a big round of applause for your 2019 Team USA Lady Women's Team. Got one really?
And no stopping, really no shortage of experience on the squad for Stephanie Johnson and Shannon O'Keefe. That is 15 consecutive years. And Kelly Kulick has reached 15 total years.
All right, now for our men's team. John Janawicz.
Chad says when we close, make sure all the teams end up right over there.
Wesley Lowe. Nicholas Pate. Nick's not here, okay. Solomon Salama. The National Selection Committee has also selected the following men to Team USA 2019. Andrew Anderson. I don't believe any of them here. E.J. Tackett. Kyle Troop. Jacob Buttriff. Marshall Kent. And joining them based on their performance this week are Darren Tang. Darren is up. All right. Okay. Perry Cromwell.
Perry here? I sure hope so. There he is. Wow, he earned it this week too. First time ever making any Team USA squad. He earned it this week. Congrats to PC4. Darren, I believe, is on his way to Oklahoma, PBA event this week. Actually, I think Nick Pate will be on his way as well.
And Sean Wilcox.
How about that? Sean Wilcox makes both junior team and the adult team here at Team Trials 2019. He's 20 years old, folks. 20.
That's it. Okay. All right, let's get the gentleman back up here. Our 2019 Team USA men's team.
Someone just did mention it in the chat. The team is a little short because the rest are in Oklahoma.
Yep.
Some are probably
And
watching
while they're
it, so
taking this photo of
appreciate
the
it.
men's team, if I could get all the other teams right over here about lanes 42, 43, 44, if you'd like, if we need all the other teams up there, we'll get a big group picture of all of our teams. All right, how about? Yeah, a little bit, but my battery just died. So hold on, let's see here. How about a big round of applause for these athletes who will represent the USA in international competition. Thank you all for an exciting week. On behalf of myself and USBC, thank you to the bowling fans that have been here cheering on the athletes this week, and to those watching on live stream. Travel safely home, and we'll see you next year. Have a wonderful evening, everyone.
All right, folks, there you have it. 2019 Team USA, junior and adult. Missing a few, of course. But congrats to all. Congrats to all of the first-time team members. The emotions and the joy. And for those who may not have been selected, didn't earn enough ranking points, fell just short. Certainly appreciate all you have done as well this week. You put yourself in great position to be successful. These teams will go have orientation. I can't sing. I don't even know this song, to be honest. I really don't. Like, I know the song, but I don't know the song. I do feel like we should be having our lighters out and stuff. All right, one last time. One last pan from the Gold Coast Hotel and Casino. Great host Mike Kaufman, Luis Jimenez, and the staff here at Gold Coast. Excellent work as always. We certainly appreciate it. To our tournament staff, you heard many of them: Kathy Prang, Greg Moore, Chip and Robin Aki, Dwayne Hagan, James O'Connor. Performance staff of Team USA, Katie Ford, Stephen Padilla. Saw some of the selection committee here. Rod Ross, head coach of Team USA. Junior Team USA head coach Brian O'Keefe. And Tennille Milligan, USBC Hall of Famer. One final announcement. That won't work too well, so we won't do that anymore. Want to thank our the rest of our staff, our communication staff this week. My main man, Aaron Smith, fantastic job. We had all of the coverage for you from start to finish this week. Always a pleasure to be on the mic with my main man, A.A. Ron. Shout out to my man, Matt Cannizzaro. Had the print game on lock. Check out many of the stories, all of them on Bull.com, from college recruiting. Tom Hess and his daughter competed together this week. Great story. Check that out on Bull.com as well. Also some up-and-comers like Taylor Davis. I want to thank Brant Houghton. There's some great work behind the scenes via social media. On Instagram, be sure to follow us at US Bowling Congress. Follow us on Facebook at USBC and on Twitter at USBC. I want to thank Jason Thomas. Gave us some great sights. Some great video footage this week also for the selection show. And of course, my name is Emil Williams Jr. I really enjoy what I do. I can't wait actually to go back and listen to the Wesley Lowe strike. But then it was a 9-pin, then it wasn't a 9-pin, then it was a strike. That's a good reminder, Mike. I want to thank the IT staff here at Gold Coast. My man Victor and my man Robert, who we had a little hiccup early in the week during I forgot which round. They came out. We stayed some hours to get some stuff figured out. Came back with some stuff. I came back in this morning, or the next morning, and everything was good and had been good since. So big thanks to Victor and Robert. Well, it's at this moment that I kind of don't even want to turn it off. So we'll go one more time. We'll go one more time from left to right, then that'll be it. We've got selfies. We've got, let's see what we got there. We've got Destiny Truly, Julia Heron. They are teammates at Arkansas State. Taking a selfie, of course. Then you've got, let's see, you've got Steph and Shannon, and can't see who that is. Then JJ's taking a selfie. That I was Jordan Richard. Oh, here's a cool moment. Then we've got the Peters sisters, Cameron and Paige Peters, their mom Jessica. They bowled pretty well this week also. And you better watch out for Cameron and Paige. They are very good fun to watch. There's Anthony Nyer, Nathan Stubler, Mabel Cummins, Adele Warner, Tommy McNeil. Let's see. Josie was taking a photo of them. There's my guy, Justin Principal, Oshak Hennessy. His real name's O'Shaughnessy, folks. But Oshak Hennessy, of course, is a Key and Peele skit that I often reference. And let's see, Ryan Burton over there. All right, folks, that'll do it for us. For all involved, congratulations to all the parents, the fans who have watched this week. We appreciate you tuning in. It's been an honor to be here with you and to kind of help you live the moments that you just witnessed, both the highs and the lows. It was certainly our pleasure. Congratulations to 2019 junior team and adult team, USA. So for the final time, for Aaron Smith, Jason Thomas, Brant Howden, Matt Canizaro, Chad Murphy, executive director, everyone involved, the selection committee, Gold Coast, Team USA tournament staff, my name is Emil Williams Jr. We will see you next time. This has been a presentation of the U.S. Amateur Championships and Team USA selection show here on Bowl TV. All news and details can be found on bowl.com. We'll have a final release. Team USA Trials champions, John Janawicz, Kelly Kulick, your U.S. Amateur champions, Breanna Clemmer, and Wesley Lowe. All right, that'll officially do it. My name is Emil Williams Jr. I'll see you next time right here on Bowl TV. Have a great week, folks, and have a happy, very happy New Year.